Hello, hello. It's Angel again from Weekly Welcome Mat. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about some stuff that I saw today while I was out knocking on doors. Listen, I know everybody loves their last name. Ugh. I'm talking from my own personal experience. I totally get it. You fall in love with it, whether it's because of the person or whatever. But I am going to make a recommendation that not everybody is going to like. So we'll just deal with that. But here's what I think. I think today I probably hit about 45 doors today, and I probably saw 20 signs as I walked up to the door with people's last name on them. I don't think that's very safe. I mean, if I'm not doing anything wrong, I'm not doing anything harmful, but there are plenty of people that want to, and that can, and that have. And if you give them your last name as they're trotting on up to your house, and they have your zip code, obviously, they're in front of your house, they know what your house looks like without having to jump on Google. And I just think that you might want to change it to just your initial, whatever letter the beginning of your last name starts with, just put that up there because, that's just a nice, imagine if you had minors in your house, like little babies, right? Little ones. And somebody means to do you harm. Knock, 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 Mrs. So-and-so. Well, yeah, you've got a little one. And then boom, they're in your house. So I just think that's just not a good recipe for you. And I know that when you go to like a gated community and it has your last name, I know many, many, many friends of ours that change that because for the same reason. So pretend you live in a gated community, right? Where they don't really put their real last name on there because obviously they have to punch in their code and that, but they don't want people pulling up and going, yeah, I'm here to see Mrs. Hall. And guess what? Mrs. Hall just ding, lets him in. And then who knows what bad stuff can happen. Listen, I'm not trying to borrow trouble. I'm not trying to borrow trouble. Please hear my heart with this. I just want you to be safe. Fraud is rampant right now. I mean, everywhere. On your credit cards, in your bank statements. I mean, your kids are... Here's the thing about your kids. If you have minors and they're being frauded, sometimes you don't even know until they're 18 because they have no reason to get anything with credit, right? They have no reason to get a phone that is going to require their credit because the parents use their credit. They're not going to apply for anything until they're 18. So you wouldn't even know if somebody is using their name fraudulently for years. And so you really just need to be mindful of that kind of thing. Or on the opposite side of that, imagine if there were an elderly person in your house. Like if you're caring for your senior family member and they were being frauded, which is off the charts right now as far as like fraud goes. But I might be getting off on a tangent. But anyway, so if they're senior and they're being frauded and they are in your house, so then you're not going to find out that their whole situation has been, unless you're in charge of their accounts or whatever, but a lot of times that doesn't happen, and certainly not quickly, for somebody to hand over all of their stuff to like their family member. So they might just be living with you, but they still have access to their address, who they are, what last name they're using, and where they're at, where they're located. That's not good, my friends. Not good. So anyway, let me check my notes. Blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to go over and remind you of those things, like just be very, very mindful of what you're putting on your house out front. Hi, Lucy. If it's just your initial, that's awesome. Stay there. If it's your whole last name, I just think that's a recipe for some really bad stuff. So that's all I wanted to pop on and share with you today. I think I learn a lot every time I go out and knock on doors and try to get some business. And today that was the one that sat with me. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you know somebody, this one, I don't know about this one, but if you know somebody that has their last name on their front door and you're thinking, how do I tell them this? Just share it. Just go, hey, watch this crazy lady talking about last names. And then just put all the onus on me. It's fine. I've got thick skin. Anyway, so share this with whomever you think might be able to benefit from it, or share it on your page. And we'll look forward to talking to you later. Have a great day.